Hello, and welcome to another episode of In Just 1 Minute or So. Today we're going to talk about why most arguments go wrong and how to stop the spiral. Have you ever walked away from an argument thinking, why did I say that? Or maybe, why do we keep having the same fight? Most people think conflict is about communication skills. Well, it's not. It's about what happens to your brain, your body, and your identity when tension shows up. And the people who handle conflict best, well, they're not calmer, they are more resilient. The moment conflict starts, your brain scans for danger. A sarcastic moment, a critical tone, a dismissive look, and suddenly your amygdala takes over. That's the hijack. You stop listening, you stop thinking clearly, you start defending. But here's the breakthrough. The fastest way to calm your nervous system is to name what's happening. I'm getting defensive. I feel attacked right now. I need a second to think. That tiny moment of awareness gives your thinking brain time to come back online. Conflict resilience starts with noticing the hijack before it drives the conversation. So here's what most people get trapped in. They argue about the topic, politics, parenting, money, work, but the real problem is usually the interaction itself. A meta conversation means you stop arguing about what you're discussing and start discussing how you're discussing it. In resilient conversations, the goal is not how do I defeat this person. It becomes how do we stay connected while disagreeing. Let's look at the 3 vectors of conflict. First, the relationship. How safe and trusting is this relationship? If trust is strong, people can survive difficult conversations. If trust is weak, even small comments feel threatening. The second vector is the substance. How emotionally loaded is the topic? Some disagreements are about preferences. Others touch identity. Your values, your parenting, your beliefs, your self-worth. The closer is to identity, the harder the conflict becomes. And the third one is the self. This one changes everything because your ability to handle conflict drops dramatically when you're tired, stressed, overwhelmed, hungry, or emotionally depleted. Now, sometimes the smartest communication strategy is sleep. Conflict resilience is not pretending things don't bother you. It's creating a pause between the trigger and the reaction. Am I trying to connect and or control this person? Is this about the topic or the tone? Do I need to respond right now? That pause is where emotional intelligence lives. And the people who master difficult conversations, they protect that pause at all costs. So conflict doesn't automatically destroy relationships. Avoidance does. Defensiveness does. Contempt does. But conflict handled well, that builds trust. Because real connection doesn't come from thinking the same way. It comes from staying human while disagreeing. Don't you agree? Thank you for joining us today and see you in the next episode.